Oh, there's still one in there. Welcome to part 2 of this little getting ready tutorial. Today it's all about, so I think you can see what this video is about, sorting out this mop of hair. Now I would like to say I'm a better person than I am, and I do the whole vintagey pin-up hair thing of, setting my hair in rollers every night, studiously setting my alarm at 5 AM and pulling them all from my head where I've slept in some kind of torture chamber with a scarf tied around. Look, I don't think we need to enjoy everything from the 50s to be able to get a nice vintage style look. I am definitely not that person. I want some hair that kind of screams pin-up style but takes all of 10 minutes to do it. So that's what this tutorial is all about. So what you'll need for this tutorial is preferably hair left over that you've slept in from yesterday. I have my hair all pinned up with bobby pins, and I just didn't touch it, and I went to bed and I woke up and this is how it looked. If you have just jumped out of the shower, you've got wet hair, the only suggestion I can give you, and what I do, is I put my head upside down, I dry the whole lot by scrunching it like that, and when you flick your hair back, it looks something like this. So let me take all of these pins out. There's my starting point. Oh, there's still one in there. Honestly, I'll pick these up for days. Check. Point 1. Hairspray. I use this like it's 1988, and I suggest you do too. So hairspray. I absolutely love this stuff. If you've never used this styling powder, oh my god, it will blow your mind. This is a VO5, gives me texture. There's not many brands that make this powder, which I actually can't comprehend because it's probably the most genius invention since, I don't know, something genius. Not many people make it, so sometimes when you go to the shops, your options are quite limited. So I've got this VO5, give me texture, instant oomph powder. A back combing comb, teasing comb, just something that looks comb-like. It's going to work for you. And then a big ass bowl of bobby pins, hair grips, or Kirby grips as they call them in Scotland. Bobby pins. Look, that's what I'm calling them for now, but you know what I mean, these little, hairpinny things. So we need those. And then we need your selection of scarves. So I've got 3 different scarves. Well, I've got 4, but this is like what not to choose. And I'll tell you in a little bit the best way to choose a scarf, but I'll give you, I'll tie 3 different scarves so you can see how I can take this hair and give it 3 different looks on the base of the type of scarf that I use. So let's get started. The object of this is not to care too much. And I don't mean that in kind of a blasé, look at me not really bothering and making a YouTube way, I'm so effortless. But I actually think don't worry about it too much, because if you're too finicky, you're going to make this perfect hair that it isn't going to look any different than if you just whacked it up and once you tie the scarf around it anyway. So don't panic too much. So I'm just going to take this front section halfway up the archway of the eyebrow on both sides. That's kind of your section. I'm going back, about 2 or 3 inches. And I'm just going to take my little back combing comb, which again, it's not a great one, but whatever you've got. And we're just going to gouge right at it and tease the bejesus out of it. Right, tease the underneath, keep the front nice and pristine. We don't want to see it from the front. Just tease, 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 back comb. Just so we're giving it like now that's getting really nice and strong there. That could almost stand up on its own. But look, let's not give up yet. Back comb. There's still a bit of teasing in here from yesterday, so it's sort of nice and it's sort of pre-done for me. Especially if you've just washed your hair, this is definitely, I've got a little bit of product in here already from yesterday, so I'm not going to need too much. But if your hair is clean, cleanliness and conditioned hair is the enemy of good volume. So you're just going to take a little bit of this styling powder, and I'm just going to stick it underneath. Just shake along there. And just kind of drop that in, and that's going to again give you a really strong foundation. So I'm going to just take it at the top and I'm just going to twist it slightly, and then I'm just going to fold it down. See, so I've given myself kind of a fake sort of, whatever that roll is called. I know it's got some kind of pin-uppy name. And I'm just going to pin that straight down. So it's giving me that kind of height, that sort of vintagey sort of look, but that's not actually curled. It's just simply backcombed and folded over on itself. So see, we've got nice height there. This is why I pin my hair up, Possums. I can't cope with the heat. And look, we've got this little daggy bit here, but don't worry about that. We've given ourselves a nice pin-up fringe. So at this point, again, if you've got really clean hair, it's good to whack a bit of hairspray in there to keep that height. Mine's not going anywhere because it's got enough stuff in it already. And that's the basis for your look. And it's this curl that's going to keep your headscarf nicely secured in between your fringe and the back of your hair, and that way your headscarf isn't going anywhere. So now we've got big fringe and kind of this big nothingness back here. So again, don't overthink it, ladies. You're just going to grab and pin. So I take my hair I roll my thumbs up from my ears, and I create a big section that I just fold under like that. Okay, we'll do that again. So I'm just going to take it from my thumbs behind my ears, just to take this whole top crown of my head. Right, and now I've buggered it up now that I've done it the second time. Right, I'm just going to hold it there and just sort of fold it under, just to give myself almost like an engineered beehive. So rather than fill it full of wadding and teasing and all that kind of stuff, I've just taken it and folded it under, and now I'm just going to pin the bejesus out of that. Right, you know, I've told you, a big ass bowl of bobby pins. And actually, if you've not really done your hair up like this before, just use loads of pins. The pins will do all the work for you. I don't need to use quite as many because, you know, I guess I've cheesed the bejesus out of my hair and it just does this naturally since I've been doing it every day. But yeah, pins are just your best friend because it will never fall out. So we're just sliding those pins in. Like, this isn't so much of a tutorial, is it? It's just like watch me gouge it myself and try to do that. Right, so there we go. We've got the top half section. We've got the top section done. Now again, if you have just washed your hair, you're not going to have all this body. So you're just going to be using your comb and just back comb it up. Just tease it up. If it's still not working for you, get the powder in there. This stuff is amazing. Right, that is going to give you so much foundation. Right, give it a good shake. Right, that's got I mean, look at that. That's going to just pin up beautifully. Right, so loads of body there. Look, let's go for the trifecta. Back comb, powder, and hairspray. Why stop, ladies? Okay, so now we're just grabbing. So I'm getting the middle section there. I'm not overthinking it. I'm just holding it, shoving it against my head and pinning that shit right down. I'm trying to find a bobby pin that's not completely broken. Just pinning it in. So can you see what I'm doing? I'm just curling it up and pinning it. That's it. Fold it up and pin. Right, now look at that. That took really, if I wasn't, you know, chatting your bloody ear off annoyingly, that really would have taken me, had I just shut up and not been worried about my bobby pins and going on and on about it, that would have taken me 3 minutes. Now I told you that in the last tutorial that I very often apply my makeup on the bot or on the train. Well, same goes for doing my hair. I very often do this in a car, you know, in a waiting room. Right, so there we go. There's the basis. Right, there's your up to. Ta-da! Done. Don't tell me if it looks like a nightmare at the back because I can't see it. Leave me in blissful ignorance. All right, so that's the basis. So because we've got nice big hair at the back, we've got a nice full fringe, a scarf is just going to fit beautifully right in between the two. I, for years, tried to tie scarves in my hair and I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work. It's because I previously always had a sweeping down low fringe. And I guess I just don't have a good, I don't know, shaped head for tying a scarf because they'd always come off, they'd always come loose. So if you can get big fringe, big hair, that scarf is going to sit and that ain't going anywhere. So that brings us to part 2, which is tying in the scarf. Look at this, all my bobby pins are broken, can you see that? That is useless.